Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. You know, I've been working on this really cool table and I really haven't had the plans to do a full YouTube video on creating it. So I decided to do some filming today and kind of bring you guys in on where I'm at and what I'm doing and get you guys up to speed. Hope you guys will join me. Well guys, first things first, we're in the shop, we're going to be doing some power carving, and the first thing I need to say is thank you. I want to thank all of you that have hit subscribe, that deal with the commercials on my videos, that give my videos thumbs up and follow along. Because of all you guys, I've been able to upgrade the camera you're viewing from to a GoPro Hero 7 Black. And I'm pretty excited about that. That's something I've been wanting to do, is upgrade my camera. I've been using my phone and that works awesome. But sometimes I want to have more than one shot. You know, sometimes I want to have a different angle. I want to be able to get you guys in closer to what's going on. Now, I do have a GoPro session as well that I'm having difficulty connecting to, so I've got to really fiddle with that, but maybe we can get 2 to 3 different camera angles going here in the near future. But ultimately what I'm saying is thank you. Because you guys watch my videos and deal with the commercials on my videos, I've been able to upgrade my camera gear, and I owe it all to you guys, my viewers, my subscribers, my followers, and honestly, I just can't say it enough. I really appreciate you guys. I care about you guys, and I really appreciate you guys watching my stuff. It's just, it's awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. So getting into this project, as you guys can see right here, I've got this crazy table going. Yeah, a lot going on. I've got cherry burl on top. We've got a cherry burl shelf, and all these up and down pieces are black walnut. Now you guys will get a closer look here in a few minutes. But what I'm doing is creating something that looks like trees for each leg. And then I'm carving that all away. So the whole leg, there's 4 of them, is all black walnut. And I've added these what look like branches to them by just gluing them on with some Titebond 2. This stuff is awesome. With the branches, what I'm doing is I'm cutting out a rough shape, kind of getting something like this. And then I'm sitting down here or standing here at the bench, and I'm using my saber-tooth tools to start carving away. Now, I've been going back and forth between my flame bits and this new bit, I can't remember what it's called, to create these tree limb looking pieces. Now this bit's great because it's got this concaved piece right here. You see how it's like concaved? It's awesome to use because it rounds it. It gives it this nice round, even look. Like a branch, you know, branches are round, you want to make them round. Now I'm jumping from that to heavier, this is fine grit, but I'm jumping to their coarse grit flame bit to really eat the material away. So to get it from this square look, eat it away real quick, and then jump to this one to round it off and kind of smooth it out a little more. Now sometimes I get into the crotch of the branch right here that gets a little tight. I'm jumping over here to my smaller hand piece with a really small flame bit with a fine grit saber-tooth burr in there. So really jumping around and do a lot of stuff going on, and I just thought I would bring you guys along for you know, for the work today, get this video out for you. I want to do a video carving a rooster for you guys here pretty soon, but I think the next video might actually pop up Monday or Tuesday after this one, is going to be talking about the flame bit, the flame burrs that Sabertooth offers. I've ordered up a bunch of different sizes for the 1/4 inch shafts, and I think it'd be cool to go over those sizes, and we can maybe look and see what their capabilities are, because I use those flame bits for everything. I also realized that some of my links to Amazon were sending you guys to the wrong bit. I don't know if anybody went and actually looked at the flame bit links that I had, but they were sending you to a huge 3/4 inch bit burr, and that's really too big to do eyes and a lot of stuff. So you should be going to the 1/2 inch. I went through and I think I changed all the lengths to the 1/2 inch, which is the one I use all the time. But keep an eye out for the next video, the upcoming video, because once I'm waiting on one more flame burr to come in the mail. Hopefully that's going to come tomorrow. When I get that, we're going to go over all of them, and you guys can get a better look at them. Maybe we'll do some carving with them. We'll see what the time looks like, you know. Once that video's done, I think we're going to get into hopefully carving a rooster. And that was something you guys had asked for a while back, and I think it should be really fun. Also, be sure to comment below if you guys want to see me carve something up with the chainsaw, you know. If there's something specific you have a question on, you know, how do I do this, or how can I do this better, or how do I carve a ... or will you carve a ... you know, make a video just carving it. Not looking for a tutorial, you want to see if I can make it out of wood. I mean, I've said it before, I chainsaw carve, I love to carve, and I love sharing with you guys the things that I know, or what I think I know, to help other people start carving. And a lot of things I haven't carved yet. So with your guys' ideas and you know, my just going for it, don't really care if I look silly or it comes out horrible, because you know what, even if it's my first time, I gave it a shot. Just like a lot of you starting out should just give it a shot. You know, you give it a try and see how it goes, and you know what, the next one will be better every time. So getting into this project though, I'm gonna just start carving up branches. I got a ton of work here to do. I got a lot of branches already on this piece. Like I said, you guys are gonna come in closer, watch me do some carving, get a good look at this piece, and get these things glued on and get them going. I got the shop cranking in here today. It's probably like 75, 80 degrees. I'm actually like, I'm sweating. It's hot in here. It's about 30 outside, so big heat difference. All right, let's bring you guys in. I gotta shut up and start working. Well guys, I'm just setting up here. I've got my shop vac hose. I'm setting up right here. This will be where I shoot most of the sawdust as I carve. It'll go into my filter and into the shop vac. I'm getting my earmuffs out because my shop vac tends to give me a headache, and my RZ dust mask. Now, I'll have links to Amazon as usual below to these items or similar. This mask I use on just about every project at some point or another, and these things are the best. I highly recommend them if you want to check them out. I got a couple review videos. I'll have one popping up in the top of the screen here somewhere. You guys can look more into it if you want. I'll also have the glue and the bits and the tools, and you know the drill. branches we just rounded off and made look more like branches. Using the Fordham flex shaft here. This is that bit, a little bit closer look. This is what I'm rounding them over with. This thing works awesome. Again, links to all this stuff below through Amazon. Purchase through those links, guys. They help support this channel. Help me make some upgrades that'll make your viewing a little bit better. So what do we got to do next? We got to get the tight bond out, and I'm also using the blue tape, painter's tape, 2-inch and a, I don't know, 1/2 inch maybe. And what I'm doing is using that tape to put the branches on when I glue them. They're really hard to clamp on due to the shapes and the sizes, and so we've got to get creative on how to get these pieces attached. I'm not looking to use nails and screws and all that stuff. I want this to look very natural. When I make high-end furniture pieces, I want them to look as natural as possible, and I want people to see very little to no hardware. I don't want anyone to see any hardware when you're here looking down at the table. Now, there are some brackets I've used to attach the top, and I will add to attach this, but they're gonna be underneath. So you're not really gonna see those unless someone's down here looking up, and that, you know, doesn't really happen much. So, all right, a lot of talking going on today, but I've got to figure out, I've numbered out every spot where these are gonna go. This is number 7. Got to figure out what number 7 is. Here's number 7. Number 7 is just a little branch, so we got to get this piece on like that. Now the branches out here need to be little, facing people. So when you walk by, they're not like these big branches that get caught on your pants, because that's annoying. I've made tables with branches that stick way out from underneath the table and stuff, thinking it looked really cool. People didn't like it though. I don't like to buy those things because they tend to get caught on them when they walk by. When you're the builder, you know it's there all the time and you don't get yourself caught on it. But a little bit of tight bond, I kind of let it soak in. Here's where I'm going to put this piece. Put some glue on there. Clean my finger off. And I just wait a few seconds. I let the tight bond soak in on both spots a little so it gets into the wood. Get myself a piece of tape ready. I know these are probably secrets. I don't know if I should share this stuff. I feel like I came up with them, but there's no way I'm the only person to do this stuff. So, all right, get this on. Cool thing with tight bond is it'll hold pretty quick, but it takes a while to like fully cure and dry. So as you guys can see, I'm just putting some pressure here. It's got a lot of squeeze out, which I leave because it's just gonna carve away. We're gonna carve all that stuff away later. Maybe not in this video, maybe the next video, but it's just a quick video today. So look, it stayed by itself. Give myself a piece of 2-inch. Around and boom. That one's on. Now that'll stay there. That'll dry. This is why I've got this shop cranking at like 75, 80 degrees today, because within a couple hours, this is good and solid. I don't want to use super glue. I don't like the way that holds up. I will use that for any cracks later when we're carving. Maybe a 2-part epoxy to fill any gaps that need to be filled with a little bit of sawdust. But the main hold, I really, really like that tight bond too. That stuff holds awesome, and I don't have any issues with it. So I've got another one up here we got to put on. Let's see here what I can do for you guys so you guys can. All right, so up here is number 2. That's a number 3. Number 2, another little branch. It's kind of going to be just below the table. Just going to put a little bit of glue on that guy. Smear that glue around here with my handy glue brush. Oh wait, I don't use one of those. It's just my finger. Put a little up here on this. Wipe it off. So this is the time the glue's soaking in while I'm getting things ready. You know, while I'm cleaning my hand off, I'm grabbing a piece of tape. Nice little piece of tape. Get this pressed in place. And hold. Now this is real time, so you guys can see sawdust on me. You guys can see like how long this takes for the stuff to stick. Now, it doesn't always just stay perfect like that one did. Sometimes they do fall off, but normally 9 times out of 10, there's not enough weight out here to really pull it off the workpiece. So, okay, piece of tape. So now look, maybe you guys aren't looking to build a custom table, you know. Look at how this stuff's being done though. Apply this. If you're a chainsaw carver and you're watching this video, how can you apply this to your work? Maybe not using Titebond 2 for outside, maybe using Gorilla Glue, but this is how you can add wings to birds. This is how you can add a leg to a carving. Like, use your imagination, you know, think about it, think it out. And that's how you can achieve just different looks with different animals, or creating trees out of stumps, or, you know, whatever it is you guys want to make. Another reason why I'm doing a video like this, because I think just sharing other things I'm doing than chainsaw carving can spark your imagination, and you know what, show other people that you don't have to just do one thing all the time, or the same thing all the time. Boy, it's awful rocky. My bench is not perfectly flat, so that, and I think I've had too much coffee today because I am just yammering on. All right, so this one's a number 6. Get that number 6 on here. That one's not quite gonna touch the top. It's gonna be just below it. Yeah. You know what I wanna do? I wanna go back and clean up this number 6 and clean up this number 1. I don't know if you guys can see how rough they are because we never went through and used this bit. So give me just a second. I'm gonna clean these up and then we'll get them glued. I got these all carved up with that bit, like I said. Now I wanna get them mounted here on these posts going up the side. This one's going to be high coming up, maybe touching it, or just almost touching it. We're going to leave a gap. And this other piece is going to come over here, just an offshoot off the other side, just like I've been doing. A little bit of glue. And press and tape. Well guys, I've got all the branches glued and taped on that are all carved up. I've still got some of these here that need to be, you know, finished carved, but I'm not sure if I want to add them or not. They weren't numbered and pre-planned up to this point, so I'm not sure if I want to add them or not. Like, I don't want to overdo it with branches, you know, kind of making a big mess and being in the way of seeing other things and other aspects of the table. So I don't want them to be overpowering, I guess. I'm just not sure if this is it quite yet. I mean, part of me wants to put some down in here, but then again, you know, sometimes as a tree gets taller, you get more branches at the top and not so much in that big trunk. I don't know. Then again, I'm looking at these as not necessarily being trees, but being, who knows, underwater shapes, and possibly adding some mini trout. Now these are just roughed out right here. And bring it in close, out of some cherry burl to match the table. These are just roughed out. I still got to add fins and actually carve them, but I'm thinking fish this size maybe. Adding them here and there, kind of coming out of that root, call it a root system or a tree system, and making it look more like a underwater coral sort of thing. Even though trout don't live in coral, but I like making trout. I don't know yet. I kind of want to add fish though. I kind of want to add fish. Not sure. I may just add some of these branches down here, like on the sides of the bottom, to kind of match what I got going on here. Just some little ones. That way there we got like a roots, we got a few branches, and then we got a few branches at the top, and these center sections can focus mostly on like bark or maybe some inclusions where there's, you know, just spaces missing. Kind of like a, I don't know, like I keep saying a tree, but I'm not 100% sold that I want to call these trees, you know? I don't know what the heck they are. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for today though, guys. Just kind of showing you guys what I'm working on. Thanking you guys for the new camera, because it's all you. Really appreciate that. Keep hitting subscribe if you haven't. Keep giving my videos a thumbs up. Occasionally watch those commercials. Helps me out a ton. And if you don't, then hit skip. Don't worry about it. No harm, no foul, right? I ain't sweating it. But yeah. Oh yeah, if you guys want to see this piece in person, this piece and the moose video popping up in case you missed it, I will have these on display in Saratoga, New York, March 28th through the 29th. March 28th, I will be on site around 11:30, and I'll be there till 5. It's going to be in Saratoga, New York at the City Center. If you want to look it up, you can look up woodworking show in Saratoga, New York, or look up Northeastern Woodworkers Association show in Saratoga, New York. And you guys can find, you know, the directions, the address, and all that stuff. I always try to remind people have cash on you, because the place to get your tickets and stuff, when you get in there, they don't take credit cards or debit cards, so you gotta have cash. There's a lot of other cool stuff there, guys. Turning. There's people there hand carving, power carving. You can get some tools. You can get burl wood. There's a bunch of hardwoods. There'll be all kinds of furniture and finished carvings. And it's a really, really awesome event. I go every year. I actually take days off work so that I can make it to that event and display my stuff and see other artists and just, you know, check it out. I really enjoy it. So maybe you guys can make it to that. That'd be cool. See you there. And thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll have some other videos coming up here pretty soon, so keep an eye out for those, and I'll see you guys next time.